All right, welcome back, everyone. To another episode of Sixth Street Entertainment Podcast. I'm Jordan, also known as Kids Kapow Online, and today I got with me.
This is Nick, also known as FedEx. Whoop whoop.
This is me, Junior, also known as Big Man Junior OG.
We got two juniors again today, in the bottom,
Junior.
and then his own screen. What's going on today, guys?
Good.
Oh,
good.
not much, man. It's just been a busy day. Busy day.
Yeah, you had a long day. I've had a long week with my allergies kicking my ass.
Ooh,
They're killing me today.
Can't wait for those to start.
Yeah, if my voice sounds a little weird, it's because my allergies are destroying me, and the wind ain't helping nothing.
Yeah. I get allergies too a little bit, but not as bad as Jordan here.
I freaking die every year. All right. So before you guys continue listening, make sure you go download on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts. What else have we got? Radio.com.
We're everywhere you want to be. And don't forget to like us on Facebook and join us on all of our social media outlets.
Yeah, this is going to be our second video podcast now, second episode doing video.
Yeah.
So make sure you search that up on Sixth Street Entertainment on YouTube. And it should
Jordan,
pop
we're missing
up there.
you here.
Huh?
We're missing you here.
Missing me?
Yeah, in your video.
Oh, I'm finding mine.
I've lost you.
You can't see
I
me?
think because I have you 3x3. There we go. I've got you.
Oh, alright. I was
Just
gonna
be
say, I'm right
special.
here. I haven't gone anywhere.
He's finding mine
On the
too.
3x3, it doesn't show you. So my bad.
Alright, and then so yeah, make sure you go download. Keep those downloads coming in. I think we're right around 350 right now. So everyone that's been doing it, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Make sure you like the Facebook page. All the videos that we put up usually pertain to what we're talking about in our episodes. I've put up a couple, I think, in the last few days for a couple of things we're getting ready to talk about. And then I know after we finish the episode, we get all of them up there. So check out the Facebook page, and you can kind of see trailers and articles to match with what we're talking about, so you can get a little more in-depth information. What else? What am I missing here? What's everyone been playing the last couple weeks?
I played Apex Legends for the first time.
Did you?
Oh.
How did it go?
It's a lot like any other battle royale. Actually, it was not that surprising. It was very easy to learn.
Was it like Call of Duty-ish?
In the way that it plays, yes, but not in the way that the graphics look. Graphics look the same as anything else.
All right. Me and Josh always talked about playing that for the first time, but I just never got around to doing it. And then Warzone came out, and that's the battle royale right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I haven't played like really anything the last couple weeks. I got a day. What is on my keyboard? I got a day of Animal Crossing in, and then what did we play yesterday? Oh, and then we played a little Division. That's right. We got in Division 2, trying to get through those Black Tusk missions, getting that world tier up so we can go do New York. And then, other than that, I told you about it. I've been completely busy with the stock market. I've started getting into that, and that's completely consumed my free time for the last 2 weeks.
That's the real game.
Yeah, I barely even freaking researched really these last couple weeks. It's crazy. I got everything. But that's been my last couple weeks.
Yeah, I didn't really do much gaming either. I did a little bit of what Jordan was doing, a little bit of stock. And big thing I did, I got myself an computer.
Oh yeah, Junior's got a PC now.
Yep.
On that PC game.
Yep.
That's pretty good.
Did you get any farther in
What kind
Final
did you
Fantasy?
get?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
Huh?
What kind of PC did you get?
It was a custom built one. I just got off someone. It's good. I like it. It's good. It's a unique kind of case it has. It's almost like what Jordan has. Has one side has like a clear glass, but instead like Jordan doesn't have like a top It just only has this like, here's the glass, here's where the stuff is off of, and then around it, front, top, bottom, back, is there's nothing there. It's just clear. It's just you put your hand in there.
So how your computer used to be when it used to sit on the side open with no case.
Collecting
Justin's,
dust.
yeah, or Justin's, whoever's that was. All right. Am I missing anything else, or are we jumping right into bits and pieces? I feel like I'm forgetting something for some reason. I feel like something's off.
Maybe just the universe.
Yeah, this whole coronavirus is throwing me off now. Not my allergies, man. I'm like out of it because of that.
Probably your allergies.
All right, let's jump right into the bits and pieces then.
Right.
You guys, I think me and you were sharing one, right, Junior?
Yeah.
Let's get that one out of the way, and then we'll give you the floor, Nick.
Okay.
So, the one that we got, we're gonna revisit Star Wars Battlefront 2. They just got their update, Battle on Scarif. Actually, do you have the date of that update? Exactly when it came out? I know it's within this last week.
It came out on April 29th. It came out.
Oh, just a couple days ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Okay, so yeah, that's Battle on Scarif. The setting for the new map Scarif, it looks I'd say different from what they have in there, right? It's kind of like little beaches and islands and stuff. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen the actual trailer. It's just like it's on. Yeah, it's the Battle Scare right there on the Rogue One's Star Wars Story one, where it's primary, where it's like white. It's like white. The water is clear, sandy beaches, palm trees. It's just like not your typical you think you see when you're fighting in Star Wars. The other ones were the only one I could think of that was close to that one is the home planet of the Wookiees from the first beginning part where it's the beach and the water meets. But after that, it's really just.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Then it
about.
starts kind of go to like a marsh kind of thing, and then
yeah. So yeah, it's a little definitely different from what they got on there. That new supremacy mode that they put in there, I guess is it called Age of Rebellion Supremacy? I don't even remember. I thought it was just called Supremacy, but they said that the new update also brought the Age of Rebellion Supremacy mode to the Scarif level, the Hoth level, Tatooine level, Death Star 2, and Yavin Fort.
Yeah,
So
it's the Supremacy, and then they have the instant action battle ones.
yeah, and then it also came to the instant action. And you can play as the X-Wings on them. You can be the ships. So you can have a sky battle.
In certain parts.
On certain ones, yeah. I was never really into the ships anyways. That was Josh's thing. He liked that stuff.
Ships can be cool. Ships can be cool, though.
They piss me off, man. So, let's see. We got can play the maps on instant action. Did you see there's also a new option for solo play, that's the instant action, right? Instant action mission. So, it's like, what were the missions originally called? I haven't played Battlefront 2 in so long.
It's basically how you do co-op. You know how it's you and you can get other couple people to play co-op, but this time it just said you just wanted to play by yourself. You didn't want no one else.
Is that what the mode was called? It was just called co-op?
Yeah, it was co-op. We instead of having to have other people, just say you just want to do it yourself. You can do it, and you can play it offline, still be playing it. It's just that the other 3 dudes will be AI. It was just about you, and you could just do the thing without having to have to worry about the other 3 people in there, or you just wanted to play by yourself. You didn't want no other 3 other dudes.
Okay. So that, and then they got the mission, or those new maps that I just named for the Age of Rebellion Supremacy. You can play those on instant action as well now. And then the last thing I saw for that was actually one of the big parts of that trailer that it showed is the heroes that you can be: Luke Skywalker, Kylo Ren, all those. They have a shitload of different costumes that they came out with.
You get that lightsaber with the three edges.
Can you get it? I'm pretty sure.
That's what I'm asking.
I think so. Doesn't Kylo... You're talking about the one that Kylo Ren has?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got it.
Okay.
But they have
Check
a
that out.
ton of new costumes. They have a cool Luke Skywalker one from the older films. I really want it. Even though I never picked the heroes, I want that costume.
Yeah, they have 3 new ones. They had the skin for Rey's yellow lightsaber, Kylo Ren's reforged mask, and a new set of menacing robes for Emperor Palpatine. Those are one of the
Alright.
3 main ones. And also they have a new one after you defeat 5,000 enemies as Darth Maul. You get the one where he gets have mechanical legs, where Obi-Wan Kenobi slices him in half. He'll bottom half is a mechanical legs instead of.
That's crazy. Did
Yeah.
it show that one? I
That's what-
completely missed that.
And also, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi gets his old master skin. I'm not sure what.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, after you're with Darth Maul, after you kill 5,000 enemies, you get the one where his bottom half is mechanical, because that's where.
That's pretty
Obi-Wan
badass.
Sliced him in half. I didn't see it, but it said it's supposed to be there.
Alright. So along with all the new stuff coming, they did say in the trailer also they're going to still be supporting it, at least throughout the rest of the year. I'm sure I heard, hopefully longer.
They'll keep
for
doing
new
it, but
events, updates. So it was confirmed by them that they're still pumping stuff into it. So that's good news. That's all the Star Wars I got. I don't know if you have more bits and pieces you want to finish yours up.
Yeah.
No,
So I got
well, I guess.
oh,
you
me?
Go, yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Junior's looking anyway.
I think that was the only one
Well,
I had.
I got information on this new product that was approved by the veterans for veterans that are blind. It's called eSight 3. It's by a company called eSight, and they announced the approval for this product. It's actually a device that's it's a type of glasses that people can wear to help stimulate the synaptic nerves in their eyes from their brain. And this device is helping the visually impaired, and they have approved it. If you're a veteran and you're on you receive VA benefits, then you are approved for this. If you need if you're visually impaired and you need assistance, so it's a pretty big thing. And it's almost like an augmented reality. It was approved just 3 weeks ago by the FDA. The company is called, like I said, eSight, and they're a Toronto-based company. And they state that their product is more than just a simple eyeglass. It's more of a technological advancement. That's pretty much it. There are 130,000 veterans in the U.S. that are visually impaired and living with eyesight impairment. So this will be a big step for them. To change the game.
That's great news for the veterans. Yeah. Hopefully, the VA actually follows through with this, and this is something that works, unlike the VA that I know.
Yeah. Well, I think so. We'll see.
That's good news. That's pretty cool.
That's good.
I haven't heard of that, so that's all new to me.
Yeah, it's more of, like I said, more of an augmented reality device. So, and the implications are more widespread than that, because if they're passing it for VA approval, the next step is for like people on Contra Costa Healthcare or like Medi-Cal or Medicaid.
All right.
So big.
Was that your only one?
No, I got another one. I didn't know if you guys had something else.
No, keep going.
Keep going.
Okay, so I've got did you guys hear about the Pentagon releasing the classified UFO videos?
I've seen bits of it.
Yeah, they
How long did that get announced that they're gonna release that?
how long ago did they announce that?
Did word get out there that they're gonna? Because I feel like I heard something like that, like a comment like that, but last year.
Well,
or they were trying to get them to release the videos last year. Something like I feel like I heard talk about that.
The Navy videos were first released in 2017, and March of that was December 2017, and March again in March 2018. And they had Tom. Do you know Tom DeLonge from Blink 182? He's a big backer of this. He's co-founded a company called the Academy of Arts and Sciences for the stars, and he's kind of like helping to fight for the rights for these things to be open to the public. The pilot who actually first saw it was in 2004, so 2017 is just when they released them to the public over the internet. Now they've been declassified by the Pentagon, and they're acknowledging that they're an actual video of some unidentified flying object.
All right, well, I'll wait to see it.
Yeah, the images are up on the internet. I'll put it on the Facebook page.
Images from the video?
Yeah, videos of the video. I'll put the video up.
Yeah, put the video up. I want to see images. I want to see the video.
Yeah, they're up there, like I said. So it's huge news. It's the first time the Pentagon or the United States is admitting anything like this.
And where were these supposedly to be seen at? Or where was the footage taken from?
From fighters, Navy fighters that were flying.
No, but did it give like a location, like it was over like this state or around this area?
Oh, I didn't get that information.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Since if it's Navy fighters, probably was out in the open seas.
You know what? There's a lot of these videos of things flying over and doing tricks and stuff, and they said that it's not a drone. That these are unknown aircraft. Everybody has their idea of what it is. I can't say what I think it is per se, but you just gotta look at it.
Right.
You just gotta look for yourself and figure out what it is. I mean, things moving back and forth and rapidly jumping from one end to the other and spinning in the air, and we have no idea what it is. So
it's the start of the Space Wars. We're about to
that's
send
why
out
we
that.
need it.
Didn't we just send out didn't the rocket? I saw something about a missile or they're about to send out the rocket for the Space Force, or it's coming up, or it did happen.
You know, I hadn't heard anything about that.
Yeah, it's starting. It's happening. Master Chief is real.
Ready?
All right.
Gotta get up there and kick E.T.'s ass.
E.T. didn't do nothing, man. E.T.'s just friendly.
We'll find out.
Go ahead. Who's next? I'm out.
That's me. I'm out.
No, I only had the Star Wars.
Oh, that was yours? All right.
Yeah.
All right. Quick bits and pieces. Got some UFOs. I want to see that video. I'm really curious about that.
I think I've already seen different videos of that, but I don't know which ones they have. The ones that were it.
I feel like I swear to God, I feel like I heard them like talking about this, or they were like they had like those online petitions they do. What is it, like change.com or petition? Isn't there a website for it where you can go make your own petitions? I feel like something was coming out for it like that, like have the government release the information or something.
Yeah, they probably.
All right. Anyways, moving on to the quick hits.
quick hits.
I think you guys got a couple less than me, huh? Go ahead, Junior. Let you start this one.
All right then. Deep Rock Galactica is coming out of early access, and it will be full launch on May 13th. And that game's about it's a co-op game of your miners, of your drawers basically mining into place, and creatures stuff like that pop out while you're trying to mine. Yeah, and
creatures and stuff pop out while you're trying to mine.
Yeah, like they'll be like I've seen little videos and it's like little like spiders or some weird monsters just right in there while you're mining.
Trying to keep you from taking the rocks, the space rocks.
I don't know. I don't know where it is, but you're mining, so probably most likely you're mining the planet in there. Not happy you're there.
It's like Troll Under the Bridge.
Yeah. It'll shoot. It comes out on Steam. It'll be $30, or 25 pounds.
Or 25 pounds. Cool, I weigh enough to get 5.
Yeah, I got enough for everybody.
Alright, now. You know what I'm talking about, you crazy ass. Yeah, and it comes with the DLC. You get 2 cosmetic packs for weapon skins and armor when you buy it.
Alright.
That game just sounds funny to me. I don't know why.
No, if you see it looks weird.
It sounds funnier than it actually is.
It looks like something that if we all got played in this, we're gonna end up doing. Not mine. We're
Sounds
end up
like
doing something
Minecraft.
completely different with it.
Yeah,
It sounds like Minecraft to me.
What Minecraft should have been.
Right.
Alright.
My next one, Epic Game Store from the April 29th until May 21st. Any games you try to claim for free on the Epic Game Store, you're gonna require that you have 2-factor authentication.
Authentication.
Authentication. There we go. Yeah, you're required to do that, and there's no way around it.
Hip Hop Anonymous?
Yeah. Just doing it just to better protect your account. So.
I hate those 2 factors too. I have more problems getting into my accounts when I set those up.
Now you have to do that. The DZ Studios. The ones that provide assistance to DZ is shutting down. There was a mutual agreement. There was no bad blood between them. They just are just going to different other ones. The Bohemian Interaction has confirmed that there's the 40 employees are going to different studios within there, different ones that do different things. They're just closing that one. They'll still be providing assistant to DZ, their updates, stuff like that. It's not going to change. They're just closing that one down.
I remember you explained to me what that studio was too, and I don't remember.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember what you said.
I don't even remember him explaining
Studio
that.
is based in Bracklash, Slovenia. I probably butchered that, but that's what it was.
There. Where? Bratislava and Slovakia.
See?
Slovakia.
I had a feeling that's what it was.
Yeah, they're still gonna do what they're doing for the game. It's just that. And
Wait,
if you want to see the
Bratislava?
full roadmap for it, you just go to the DC website.
Germany.
That's what I was waiting for.
And I have where did that thing go? Everyone knows what Tintin is. Is that the boy with the dog, and they go off and
I don't know if everyone would know. I mean, we know. I don't know if everyone would know. Newer generations might not know.
It's apparently Tintin, the first period in comics in the 1920s and onwards, has had
With the
some,
little dog, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They had some games and stuff like that. Now they say they're gonna come out with a new Tintin game. It's supposed to be an action adventure where it's supposed to feature in the comics, the captain Haddock, Professor Calculus, and Detective Thomas and Thomason, and Snowy the dog. They're gonna come up with the game. It's supposed to be coming out for PC and console. Didn't say what consoles. Didn't say when or anything or what time frame they're gonna have. But they're supposed to be coming out.
I'm very interested to see it.
Yes,
you ready?
Is it? Did they say anything like whether it was kind of like a Clue, like you got to piece together a mystery board game, or like a Monopoly type board game, or what?
It's supposed to be like an action adventure game, like a normal one, but I don't know. It didn't specify exactly how they're going with it. Only said it's gonna be like an action adventure.
Gotcha.
I think it's supposed to be following the line, kind of like what he does in the comics, where he goes and solves.
It's gonna be just like a GTA. Picking up prostitutes, going and selling drugs. You know, Tintin.
Here, boy.
That's the street name.
Come on, boy. Come on.
Okay, that's it for mine.
All right. Oh, once I unlock my phone.
Uh-oh.
All right, I got. Let's see, Mars Horizon launch trailer.
Mars Horizon.
Yeah.
I looked at that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Do you know? All right. So do you know what Kerbal Space Program is?
No, I don't.
All right. Later on, you gotta look at Kerbal Space Program and tell me these don't look the same. Which is why one of the only reasons I put it on here, because I watched the trailer. Trailer came out for it. That is Mars Horizon again. Well, I guess before I explain it, it's coming to PC, PS4, Xbox One, and Switch later on this year with a beta launching on Steam. Her beta launched on Steam on April 27th, so a few days ago, and it looks just like I don't want to say better Kerbal Space Program, because I don't know if it's any better. I know a lot of people like Kerbal Space Program. That's got a little following to it, but it looks like a more realistic version, I guess, instead of like cartoonish version of Kerbal Space Program. Like you take parts of a rocket ship and you build it and you try and launch it into space, is what it looks like from the trailer. That's what I got from the trailer. I might end up being completely wrong, but you see them going through rocket parts, building a rocket, and they try and launch it, and one of them blows up. And that's what happened, and that's what you do in Kerbal Space Program. You try and build a rocket ship out of these different things, out of the different materials, and try and launch it. And I believe the goal in there is to see how far you can get it. Mars Horizon, with that being the name, I'm wondering if like the goal is to try and get it to launch to another planet, like Mars, maybe. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it looks like a better Kerbal Space Program. Whoever's into that, and they try Mars Horizon, get back to us on Facebook. I'm curious to see how that is.
They look very similar from what I'm looking to hear.
Are you looking up Kerbal Space Program?
Yeah, very similar.
Yeah. All right, so my next one, 85,000 games are being given to NHS workers. So NHS is publicly funded healthcare system of the UK, stands for National Health Service, and a bunch of...
Okay, Mike.
Yeah, a bunch of companies, publishers, are offering free game codes, including EA, Konami, Jagex, which I don't feel like I've heard of that one, Sega, Media Molecule, Xbox, and Team 17, as well as indie developers such as Wire Productions, Bossa Studio, and Dovetail Games are also signed up. And for all those frontline workers, they're giving out free game codes for those people so they can log into their store, into their console store, and get their free game. So that's pretty cool. Good thing that all those publishers are doing. I wish, considering I'm a freaking essential worker, I would have got my free game code, but all right.
Me too. But that's still good.
Next one I got here is a game called Monstrum. A trailer came out for that, and I saw a bunch. I had a list of trailers that came out.
Is it about a whale?
No, it's not.
Nah.
It reminds me of Nick. Were you the one that played Outlast?
I played it for a long time ago, but I can't recall what it was. Ouch.
I feel like it was one of us. One of us had, or maybe.
Yeah, I did. I did play Outlast.
Okay.
I have it on my library on my PlayStation.
All right. So I never got that far in Outlast, but it reminds me of that kind of. So, Monstrum, this is off of IGN. It got described as a survival horror game in which players are hunted by a terrifying predator while searching for a way out of a derelict cargo ship. Monstrum, which features procedurally generated levels and permadeath, is headed to PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch on May 22nd, 2020. Sounds like a fun little game to try out.
I think I've seen that one. It reminds me of another one I've seen around that. It's the same premise as that. I think it's probably that one I've seen.
It's basically, it reminds me of Outlast, because I remember in Outlast going through hallways trying to get away from a monster, and this guy's like going around and you got a flashlight and whatnot.
Jumping off the ship. Screw that.
And freaking, you're like going, well, I think you have to find your way out of the ship because he's like going through like tight hallways and like mechanical rooms and stuff. And he's got a flashlight, and he's like clicking it on, walking through, clicking it off, walking through. It looks kind of sketchy. I want to try it out. I don't know if it's gonna be like. I don't think it's supposed to be like a full-on like AAA game. I mean, I didn't get that from the trailer. Anyways, my last one I got is a game called Metamorphosis. This was another trailer I saw, and on IGN. They said, play as Gregor, a man who has turned into a tiny bug and set out on a journey to unravel the mystery of your transformation in this first-person adventure game set in a surrealist world inspired by Franz Kafka. Metamorphosis is slated for release in summer 2020 on Nintendo Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. If you watch the trailer for that one, the trailer plays out exactly dang near as that's described. You kind of, it starts out and you hear like growls or noises and a strange voice talking, kind of a deep raspy voice, and a character comes into the light and you see that it's a bug, and then they're talking, he's saying something to the character you are. I forget what he was saying. And then you see a light shine from above, and your character looks up, and it's like a kid opening a box, or someone opening a box, and grabs that bug out, and you're trying to run away. So you're like a bug living in real world. No, trying to. What did it say? It was survival.
That looks really sick.
A journey to unravel the mystery of your transformation. So I guess you transformed, hence the Metamorphosis title.
That reminds me of A Bug's Life.
That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, A Bug's Life. That's exactly what I wanted to say. But they didn't transform, though. They were just bugs. All right. That's all mine. Got my quick hits. Got my quick hits in.
Sir, so it's my turn here.
Yep.
So, let's see what I have list. I have, I don't know if you guys heard, but the new Call of Duty they dropped some hints and some rumors, but they're very powerful hints because they come from a Call of Duty insider company called Gaming Revolution. And Gaming Revolution found out that the next Call of Duty for 2020 is going to be called, is going to involve Vietnam. They said it's going to be called Call of Duty Vietnam. There's trailers on Facebook and YouTube and stuff about it, but it's supposed to come in fall, and they say it's supposed to follow the Black Ops series, but it's like a reboot to the Black Ops series because it's kind of Vietnam/Cold War era.
Vietnam would be sick. I think that'd be
So this fall or next fall?
This fall, 2020.
I think that's too soon for a Call of Duty, man.
Yeah.
With Warzone and everything else, it's too soon for another Call of Duty. I don't know why they're going to do this to themselves.
I'm going to talk a little bit more about Warzone. I think they're pulling on strings here. They're still trying to keep afloat because I think it's going to be pretty soon. It's going to be done.
We'll get into that later. I'll let you finish your quick hits. Go ahead.
Yeah. So, anyways, I've got. Have you guys heard that PlayStation John Wick Hex is coming out on PlayStation on May 5th?
I want to say I heard that. It wasn't really a
John
game.
Wick?
Huh?
Are you guys into John Wick?
Oh, I love John Wick. I've seen
Okay.
John Wick Hex though. I don't know if it's a game I'm really interested in.
I haven't
that
seen
much.
it, but
It's more of a overhead RPG, and you're John Wick, and then it has some points where you're like in a storyline where you have cut scenes where you're first person, but mostly overhead shooter kind of game. And like I said, it comes out May 5th, so I mean, if you're looking for something interesting, it can be interesting, I guess.
I heard it's good. It got good reviews from what I heard. It's just not. I don't know. It wasn't my kind of game. I didn't even have the temptation to get into it, but it got good reviews.
I think it looks pretty good. It's not my typical type of game, but John Wick, and I mean, you know, I don't know. I like John Wick a lot, so that
me too.
Kind of keeps me going, and I think I'll try and check that out. And I know it got a lot of good reviews, so that is another thing that'll keep me wanting to see what it's going to shape up to be on May 5th. I at least check out people streaming it, make sure it's not something that I don't want to go back in a few weeks and hear, oh yeah, that's that game that everybody was playing, and then we're like, oh okay, I missed out.
Right.
So did you guys?
Might be something.
I got the next one here is Valve is removing its support for VR from Apple Mac OS. They're just kind of giving up on them now.
Wait, Valve is removing
its support for all Mac OS.
Okay.
All the Mac operating systems, they're removing their virtual reality from from the platform. You can no longer play anything Valve related that's VR. It's hard to keep up with it, and there's not a lot of big demand on it. They're going to try and keep their focus more on Windows and Linux. And then Apple's introducing their Metal VR back in 2017, so it's like they were trying to get them to buy this PC, use the VR platform for Valve games, but it's not really working. So
that's what I was thinking. It was because I was thinking Valve was pulling out because Apple was already doing their own thing. And they're like, well, screw it, if they're going to be competing, if they're already have their stuff on their platform and they're coming out with their own thing, they're probably going to try and push their own VR instead of Valve's.
Exactly. So we'll just have to see where that goes.
Go somewhere else.
I didn't even know that Valve stuff was on iOS, so I wouldn't have even thought. It's not that big of a loss, I don't think.
So there's also Amazon is having a freebie sale. Well, they're having a bunch of stuff that they're giving away. There's 6 video games worth $75 to all Prime members. It's Snake's Pass, Little Acre, Panda Coup, Avicii, and Vector, Fractured Minds, and Urban Trials Playground, which is a motorcycle. That's the only one I know is the Urban Trials.
I was going to say, it's always games that nobody knows.
But you have to have Amazon Prime, and you have to have a PC, and
you're eligible now, Junior.
I didn't get a Prime, but I don't think I'm going to get it. So it's up to you.
You can do a 30-day trial of Prime as well and still get it. Pretty much it.
That's it?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm going to sneeze.
Oh,
excuse me.
You're being attacked by the allergy monster.
I know, I got the garage shut, the door shut. It doesn't matter.
No,
that helped when the garage was shut.
Alright. Did you do yours?
Yeah, I was the first one.
Oh, Jesus. Alright, well, we'll start miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
Alright, then.
I'll let you guys go ahead of me because I know I got the most of these too.
Do we want to do a big one to start with?
Alright, that's the first one. I have the big one, but I don't know what you have.
How big, Junior?
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, let's get into that.
All right, you
That's
can
what I got here
start
too.
off with that. I think you might have a little bit more.
All right, go ahead then, Nick.
Okay, well, they just released the trailer for the 2020 Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm not sure if they have an actual release date on here yet, but you can pre-order it now. I don't know if anybody's seen it. We have it up on our page already on our Facebook page.
I've
I
seen
put
it.
that up in there.
I've seen it.
But it's the typical Assassin's Creed with better graphics, and it looks like it's set in the Vikings kind of era, and you're trying to assassinate different people and different tribes. And storyline looks really cool. I know it's set in the year 873. It says. Just kind of reading on the outside here what I have in notes. And
About the story, yeah, it's in the 19th century England where a war band of Vikings are led by Enor has established an outpost as they seek to build a new life, but it doesn't sit well with the Saxons in the area, so there's just conflict between them. That's a little bit of that of the story I had. And on the release date, yeah, there's not a for sure thing, but they said there should be launched on the Epic Game Store and Uplay in the 2020 holiday season. That's what I had for that.
and it says that you can share custom Viking raids with your friends. So that'll be pretty awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
It won't launch. It won't launch on Steam. So sorry, guys. PC.
I know, Jared.
And that's all I really got on there. As I was looking to see if there was anything more about multiplayer, but there wasn't.
I didn't say anything about that. I got a bunch of stuff you guys didn't get though. So yeah, I saw the trailer. I don't play any of the Assassin's Creeds. The trailer, I like the trailers for them though. And this trailer, I think, was by far the best. This trailer was sick, especially at the end.
Yeah.
It was
What's
dope.
with the bear?
The bear?
Yeah, the polar bear.
I don't remember a polar bear.
Really?
Yeah. Is there a polar bear?
I
Yeah.
seen a trailer, but there could have been multiple trailers.
I wonder
Let's
if
see.
there's a
I'm gonna
different
look to
trailer.
see- I'm gonna look to see if there's what's up.
Systems is coming out for us: PC, PS4, Xbox One, Stadia, as well as PS5 and Xbox Series X this holiday season. I got a little more on what you can do in the game. So it says players can choose to play as a female or male character.
Yeah, and that's when you can play.
They'll be able to customize her or him with the selection of hair, tattoos, clothing, war painted gear. Assassin's
Yep,
Creed.
I'm gonna be a female.
Assassin's Creed's traditional open world adventure gameplay will return, and Valhalla will build on that foundation with raids, settlement buildings, and expansion and political influence mechanics. Ubisoft also said in a statement, political alliances, combat decisions, and dialogue choices influence the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, so players must choose wisely to protect their clan's home and future. That's interesting. I don't know if they've done that in Assassin's Creed before, but I know those games are getting bigger and bigger. I wonder if you're going to be able to like side with tribes or something. So if you get to one part of the land, you got one tribe just like attacking you or something if you're in the wrong part or something like that.
Yeah, they haven't introduced it. I played a couple other ones. I played the Assassin's Creed the Black Flag one. It was for free. I played that one. It was pretty good. It was where you're a pirate going around doing stuff. It was pretty dope.
To add to that Black Flag comment, so the people that are working on this one is the same team, Ubisoft Montreal, who did Black Flag. They're the development. So it's the same company. Like Nick said, it's not coming to Steam. The PC version of Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be available via Epic Game Store and Ubisoft Store.
Yeah.
And it will also be part of Ubisoft's Uplay Plus subscription.
Oh.
So if you're paying that $14.99 a month for Uplay Plus, you will be able to download Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah. But if you haven't seen the trailer, the trailer's already up on our Facebook. I don't know if you guys put it up, but if you did, we got it twice, because I went and put it up right when I saw that thing. I was like, I was thinking about it. I was
Yeah.
like, should I wait and put this after? I was like, no, this needs to get out right now. People need to know about this.
I don't know if
People
any of
need
you
to
two
know.
got it, but if you want to see actual gameplay of it, it will be coming out on May 7th with the Inside Xbox live stream. And it's, yeah.
Alright.
It'll actually show gameplay of that. And I have more about the Xbox live stream for when we do later on.
When we get to Xbox.
So,
yes.
it says that Ivor is next to the badass bear. That it suggests that you'll spend some time with the bear in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But it says we are definitely in favor of spending some time with the bear.
Of course.
And then there was an animal taming origins in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so maybe we'll see something similar in Valhalla.
That'd be dope.
I don't remember seeing anything about a bear. The only thing I remember is that last fight scene, though.
Yes, they have a picture here too. It's a bear and it has like a scar down the side of his face, while Ivor is holding his axe. Yeah, he's holding the axe and he's getting ready to charge into battle. There's a bear next to him.
I'll have to go back and rewatch it. Alright. Who's going to keep going?
Keep going if you want to.
Okay, alright. So, have you guys heard about Twitch cracking down on Valorant stream?
I heard a lot of stuff about Valorant, how they're
I've heard a bunch of different things about Valorant
and all that
not
stuff.
Twitch, I don't think.
Not that one.
If you don't know Valorant, it's a pretty big game. People have just been, letting the stream go 24 hours a day, non-stop on there. They don't want this going on anymore, so they're monitoring traffic on their websites and systems, trying to keep it under control. They let this statement out. They said, we've heard a lot of concerns about creators continuously streaming VODs while tagging the channel and channel as a live to farm Valorant drops. This harms the integrity of our drops program, so we've updated the community guidelines to clarify that cheating any Twitch reward system is prohibited. And it's something they can't let go on anymore.
Twitch cracking down on everything.
Yeah.
Here, I need to take a couple minutes. I'll let you.
It reminds me of the loot boxes, kind of.
My girlfriend's here.
So that's all I got on that. Let's see what else I got here. Junior. I've got Zoom. I think I told you guys about the app Zoom. It's kind of like Discord, like what we use.
Yeah, you told us in the last one how you did Zoom with your buddy.
I like Zoom a lot, but so recently they came out last week and said that they had 30 million daily users at this point. But they had to backtrack here just a few days ago. They said that that their announcement about the 300 million users was incorrect. That instead they have 3 million daily meeting participants, and that means that counts as every Zoom meeting that anyone attends. It's not just, oh well, we have 300 million viewers or users. They have less than that. They have so there's a significant amount less than what they were claiming they had.
No.
Yeah. But I highly recommend the program. It's a good program. I have a lot more issues with Discord and like getting my PC running, getting my phone running, and Zoom is more tailored for Microsoft, so it's direct.
I see that.
Yeah, it's more of a plug and play than anything else.
I would have to try Zoom first to really get my own opinion about it, since I haven't tried it, to see if it is or not better.
Yeah. So we were just talking about Zoom and their 300 million daily users. They made a statement that they had 300 million daily users, but
Hey,
actually they only have 3 million daily participants.
So
which counts for every Zoom meeting.
I want to ask you about this, Nick, because it's funny that now that I've been getting into the stock market stuff, and I don't want to talk about too much of that right now because it's neither here nor there with our podcast, but we've been looking a lot at tech companies because it just so happens everyone's at home in quarantine right now. So like, I'm sure even if you're not into stocks, you know that freaking things like streaming services, Netflix and everything, those stock prices are going out the roof. Well, I'm doing a lot of reading in news, and that Zoom has been freaking popping up, and that's one of the ones that skyrocketed. And I remember you told me about Zoom the first time you went and played the Dungeons and Dragons. Right? You use Zoom, right? And I remember I asked you, I was like, what the hell is Zoom? I wish I would have known about it when you would have told me about it, because I would have went and looked at that stock and I would have made some money. I didn't know what that was. How long has that been around?
I'm not sure a while. Let's see, I can find out.
I had never even heard about it, and then when I went to go check it out in my little statistics searches I was doing, I was like, oh, this thing's already up there. It's been here for a bit.
Let's see. Zoom started in 2011.
I did not even know nothing about that. Now it's just like blown up.
Yeah, they're pretty big. I think they're one of the first video conferencing companies around.
That's crazy. Never knew.
Like, Discord started in 2015, so they're a little newer, 4 years ago. And Discord's more tailored for like gaming, streaming, and Zoom is more like conference call, professional conference call. If you're like a doctor or a lawyer or something, you want to meet with one of your clients, it's a good service like that. But like I said, they made a big statement that they had 300 million daily users, and it's actually just 300 daily conferences. It's like, you know, one person could do multiple conferences, so it's like that's their numbers are way off.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So maybe they're not as big as you think they
are. No, not as big as they think they are. They're still pretty big, but
okay. Yeah, I could see where they would get some wrong stats there. Alright.
So the next one I have here is it's about Call of Duty Warzone. So I don't know if we want to get into that now or we want to wait till you guys.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, because I know you all both said you had something about that.
No, I don't got nothing about it.
Oh, okay. Well, Call of Duty just came out with a recent update, and they just made a bunch of different changes. Some of them are like really good changes, and some of them are bad. But they just came out with new type of bounty contracts. The bounty contracts give squads that pick them up a limited amount of time to hunt down and kill a player in the opposing squad.
And tell me, is this correct or not? Because I heard that. So it's funny. One of my coworkers, he plays with his son. I know his son. I was helping his son get started with streaming and stuff like that. Because I don't do professional streaming or nothing, but I know at least how to get started and set up with it. So I was trying to show him, and he was telling me that because one of the things, he's not very good. He was saying he doesn't play all the time. He just plays like split screen, I guess. With this, you play split screen on Warzone. Yeah. All right, so he's doing split screen with them, and he said one of the favorite things that him and his son like to do, because it's easier for him to, instead of going and trying to kill people because he doesn't play all the time, to go and do the contracts, and that was something they like to do during the Warzone. Now, they took out those contracts and added in these new ones that you're talking about here?
So let me explain.
All right.
The contracts that they took out are the contracts where you go and you're playing and you pick up the contract and it puts a mark on the screen that says hunt down this person and it'll give you X amount of money, right?
Okay, right.
They took that out. They put in a new contract where you pick up the contract and it says you have a contract on yourself and if you can survive, you have X amount of money that you'll get. So it's like the reverse. Instead of you hunting someone, they're hunting you.
When you pick up the contract.
Exactly.
And now all contracts are like that, or they still have the other ones, like where you didn't have to hunt anyone? Because they had other contracts where, like, aren't you going to different crates or boxes?
Yeah,
or
one was secure this area. One is go and find.
Yeah, secure. They still have those things. The big thing was the bounty. Is the bounty system that they. I mean, who wants to pick up a thing and say, "Come at me"? You know, but if you could serve. Yeah. You're gonna have it for on your a target on your back for like 5 minutes. So if you could survive those 5 minutes, you get a big like reward.
I guess high risk, high reward. There's a lot of people I saw that were mad about that though.
Yeah, but just say you didn't know about it and you go pick it up thinking you're gonna get someone else, and then you just got a target on your back. You're like, and you're like not in a position to defend yourself. You're like,
I could see me too. That would be something that would piss me off. I go pick it up like I got a contract, and then freaking like, what the hell's this? I just ran around and just put a fat target on my back, and then watch me die. Watch I be the one that gets killed, and then freaking gets.
They've been doing a lot of stuff like that. It's just like they changed from changing names of things to changing. Warzone is just in its beta mode still, so there are going to be a lot of changes that they're working out to see what works and what doesn't work. Yeah. But one of the big things that I realized was that they changed the name from it was originally Plunder, now it's called Blood Money, and then the last update, 2 updates ago, was that they changed Blood Money from being 3 players to 2 players, and then it got a lot of flack, and people were upset and very pissed off, and they changed it back to 3 players now. So now it's 3-player Blood Money. They took away, they added, they had solo battle royale, they had duos battle royale, they had trios battle royale, and quads battle royale. Yeah. They removed everything. They have the quads, they have the trios, and I don't think they have the solos anymore. They have quads and trios, and they have Blood Money, which is three man.
All right, I like the 3-man. The 3-man's fun.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are gonna be upset for the solo because I know there's a couple people or feel about them that just like playing solos. They don't like playing with no one, so they're probably gonna be mad about that. That they can't run solo for this.
Also, I don't know if you guys heard about the big petition news. Might make you upset.
Yeah, if you're talking what I think you're talking about, then yeah.
Which one?
So recently, there was a big petition to for on Call of Duty to remove all of the PC gamers from.
Oh yeah. You told me. That's funny.
From Call of Duty, so that there would only be console. Now the reason behind this mostly is because a lot of the PC players have been cheating at Call of Duty and using lag switches. I've experienced it myself many times. The lag switching. They're doing things like painting the avatars on the characters and putting them back into the game, so that we used to do this on an older game called, but it was a game that nobody ever played. I mean, it was a game that no one was really online playing. It was Delta Force back in the 90s.
I know, I remember.
You can go in there and paint the person's costume so that everybody shows up bright yellow on your screen. They have a yellow glow, so they're like, oh, there he is hiding in the bushes. There he is hiding on the hill. Oh, there he goes a million miles away. I can still see you coming out the plane. You're a bright glowing firefly coming out of a plane into the map.
Wow.
You know. So there's a lot of petitions going around to remove them from the game so that they're not able to cheat and do that. Aimbots are pretty bad with PC, and there's a lot of other things like that. So I don't know if I totally agree with it. I think they should have a game mode where they allow.
Comes in
if
twos.
Somebody decides to play with people who are on if Xbox and PlayStation people decide they want to go play with PC, they should be able to. But I think the PC should be strictly for themselves. Otherwise,
for that reason, yes. And I don't think that's ever going to stop. It's probably only going to get worse. Honestly, the way I see it and everything going now, but I don't know if it should be taken out.
Yeah.
Also, they have
Altogether.
things like red boxes. I don't know if you know what a red box is. Red box is the ability to know exactly where everyone is on the map at all times.
I think I know about that.
I know something about
Hopefully.
that.
I don't know. I don't mod too many PC
Enemies
games or any at all.
enemies
for that matter.
enemies have the enemies have red outlined boxes around them that make it easy to locate them and kill them.
That's why I figured it was something like.
Yeah.
I think
Also,
you should.
if you don't know what an aimbot is, aimbot's it'll help them lock onto the target, even if they're like if let's say it's not just like the aimbot on PlayStation or Xbox. PlayStation and Xbox is like you're trying to aim at something, and it assists you a little bit, like jerks just a little left or a little right. This is like, oh, your mouse has this pointer is up at the top of your screen, and there's an enemy at the bottom right. Your mouse will jump onto his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just like be spinning around shooting at people that could be like across the map.
Exactly.
I don't think they should take them out, but maybe you could put in something like how wasn't it on the Warzone? You had the option to check the box to play with full squads or not. Like if you're playing solo or doubles, shouldn't you just put an option on there to check whether to play with your own console or PC? I mean, wouldn't it be as simple as that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they have that in a game. Or doesn't like the mobile games like Fortnite and stuff have that where you can choose to only play with mobile players or you can choose to play across with consoles and stuff like PUBG Mobile and stuff? I'm pretty dang sure they do.
I think so.
Well, like I said, they're petitioning for this. They're saying that Xbox and PlayStation users that have petitioned are saying they're upset because it's taking the legitimate competition out of the game and the fun out of the game that the console players are used to.
I can agree with that.
Crossplay was an
100%.
option.
Yeah.
And then it's just there's a bunch of different hacks that are coming up that they're using, and those were just the main ones. But there's other ones, including like we're playing Plunder and stuff. They got a hack where they can get so much money just by coming in, and while as a ongoing issue, Infinity Ward has reportedly banned over 70,000 PC players so far. So, since the release of Warzone.
Well, you know what they say: you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
70,000 PC players cheating, bro. Cheating.
That's not. So wait, that's the number they put out there?
Yeah. You know what happens now? I don't know when the last time you played Warzone,
It's
if it
been
was
a couple
the last.
weeks.
Okay, so then you missed a couple updates,
Yeah,
but since the last couple weeks ago, it's been just chaos and Plunder.
Really?
I mean, like you get in, and usually Plunder takes like an hour to complete or like 30 minutes. I mean, the game's over in 10 minutes sometimes.
Damn.
It's like how did we just landed? Like the game's over?
Damn.
I'm kind of astonished when that happens.
Yeah, that's pretty quick. 10 minutes is fast.
Yeah.
So, that's all I had on Call of Duty. And that finishes my miscellaneous.
Okay.
Go for it, because I got like 7 of them.
Okay, I got Monster World Hunter Iceborne. Their newest, the 4th free title update has been pushed back. There's no new release date just yet about that. And Capcom announced that it's been delayed, so it's gonna.
Wow,
be
really?
pushed back. Yep. They've been having results and delays also in scaling back in nearly Spanish and French localizations. So Italy, anywhere like that's been also it's been hard trouble because of what's happening to record people's lines too about the new thing. So they were also trying to replace it with simplification recording, according to the developers. So they've been having trouble with that. So they have no real update when it is, but to keep you going for right now, on May 1st, they're gonna have different stuff that you can do. You can duke it out with an arc-tempered Namali. It's one new monsters. They also have new layered armor. Where did Nick go?
Oh, we lost Nick.
I'm here.
Oh, there he goes. Alright.
Took me a minute.
There's a new event quest, surviving as well. Rewarding you with higher tier decoration and armor sphere.
Wait, so they're delaying what part now?
The Title 4 update. Their new thing in Iceborne. The fourth title, the free fourth title. The free fourth update they have done. They're delaying that because of...
So Iceborne got divided into like different like updates.
Yeah, there's different ones where they have their free content they're doing. Like they add new things to it, the new update to the thing. This is their fourth one and they have to delay it.
Wow.
Why did they put it in this first one that they have to delay? Because you just said they're putting in new armor, new monster, they're putting in like everything new.
No, but their new thing that they're adding to it, like the storyline, new other stuff, new creatures, stuff like that, to add to it.
Just
like,
added storyline.
The storyline that they've been going with, they have to delay it because they can't get the voice acting. They've been having trouble with different localizations and other stuff because of everything that's going on. So they're trying to do it so that everyone gets it about the same time, not just like, oh, here you get it,
Yeah,
and then a couple weeks later the other person gets it, and then the people that got it first ruins it for the other ones, or stuff like that, so they can. Yeah, from April 10th to the 7th, they have the full bloom spring thing that they're happening. Also, they have a lot of stuff so that you keep you occupied until they can finally bring out the fourth update.
Alright, that's cool. At least they're giving you a little something. They've been doing a lot of stuff for that game, still keeping it alive.
I love it. I still love that game.
And that's one we
pretty
got to
good
jump
game.
back into.
Nope. Don't open that, you stupid thing. A pop-up popped on my phone, and I swiped it, but it didn't want it not to swipe. It wanted to go into it. Alright, sponsor hunter. Alright, next thing I have the new Battlefield that they'll be coming out with. Since they're winding down on Battlefield 5 and Star Wars Battlefront 2, so they're now going to be working on their new Battlefield that should be coming out in the window of 2020 to 2022.
Damn, I was really hoping you were going to say 2020 to at least 2021.
No, I mean 2021 to 2022. My bad.
Oh,
I said it wrong.
So that's kind of. And if it was gonna be 2020, we would have already heard about that.
No,
that Battlefield, I don't think I'm gonna buy it if it's not a freaking bad company. That's what I'm waiting for. We bought. I don't think the last two were bad, but the last two were not what I wanted. The last one was at Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was good, but it just. I'm tired of. I'm getting sick of the World War II. I mean, it might be cool to some of the younger people, but having 30 years playing video games, well, not 30 years, but being almost 30 years old playing video games for that long, we've seen so much World War II. It's like the Vietnam is going to be nice if Call of Duty actually goes through and does that. Like, when was the last time we had Vietnam? The last Vietnam game that I really got into that I remember was Battlefield Vietnam. That was hell of fun. Battlefield Vietnam was dope.
Yeah, they're going to bring the future of Battlefield to the new one. whether it's gonna be Battlefield 6, Battlefield 2, or another Hardline spin-off thing hasn't been specified. But they're trying to. It's going to be on the next gen console as quick as possible, as was said. And yeah, Battlefield 5 will receive their final content update this week, which is in the form of a jungle theme, and they'll still be going on with it for longer, just like Star Wars Battlefront 2. They'll still be doing stuff for it, but they will no longer be doing like big content things. Maybe
big DLCs.
Yeah, so
do events probably. Maybe add some new cosmetics and stuff. Maybe no new levels
or recurring themes or something like that. But yeah, so if this one can be, the last two were fun, but it just it wasn't like it kind of went. They kind of went back from what if they go back from the original, how the original one was, but make it just.
I want Bad
better.
Company. If they don't give me Bad Company, I'm boycotting. I finally found a Call of Duty I like now. Now they have to do Bad Company because Call of Duty's finally gotten things right again. With no jetpacks and all that shit, and special like operators with powers where you get grappling hooks and like sledgehammers and.
You better knock on wood. You're gonna jinx it.
What are you talking about? I'm not. It's already out. Call of Duty is already out.
No,
in here.
they're gonna come back with that all that shit you just mentioned.
Oh well. Then Battlefield better get something right.
It's all your fault if it happens.
That's it. All right, George, you go. That was my last one.
That was your last one? All right.
Yeah.
First one is why AMC is banning Universal movies. So, did you guys hear about this?
I heard about that.
So, did you hear the reason why?
No.
No,
All right, so this I thought was interesting, because I first heard, again, like I said, reading all the news from the stocks, they're talking about movie theaters going down, and AMC was one of the ones dropping already, even before this. But what I heard was, so you know the movie Trolls World Tour? Me and my girlfriend actually bought it, or rented it and watched it. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So that ended up doing, they put that straight to on demand because they said that, or well, they put it straight to on demand because of everything going on. The movie theaters aren't open. They still wanted to put it out. They didn't want to delay it. Well, what happened, I guess, was they ended up doing really good with it and ended up breaking $1 million or whatever, some record. They did really good with it on demand. That I read two different things, and I read this one first through, the places that I'm watching the stock market in, that came through that news first. And I'd read it, and then I saw the IGN one. It had come out like on Thursday or Friday. So they're a couple days apart. The first one that I read said because the CEO had put something out, or put out a comment saying that, it did really good, that we think we're going to go ahead and skip putting some of our movies into the movie theaters. We might put some of them straight to on demand because it still did really well anyways. And so I guess AMC didn't like that. And I kind of heard like there was this is the part I'm not 100% sure on. But if there was some sort of agreement maybe that AMC had with Universal, like they got to put them on there or something, I don't know. If it was written, verbal, or if that was even like an agreement at all, like they got to use them. Because the first article I read was that it mentioned something like that. The one I read in IGN, they had said something like they what was it? It was a lot more like a lighthearted of a comment. Like they just it didn't mention anything about there maybe being an agreement or whatever, but they basically said, all right, if they want to do that, they can go ahead and do it. They don't need us. But that's Universal movies, so we're talking Fast and the Furious. I had a list of them right here once I unlock this. Fast and the Furious, Jurassic Park movie, or is it Jurassic Park? Yeah, Jurassic Park movies, Fast and Furious, Blumhouse horror movies, which I don't even know what those are, and all DreamWorks animations, which I did not know. Those are all Universals, I guess.
Huh.
So a lot of movies getting banned to AMC. I didn't think that was a very smart move for AMC to be doing in light of the whole pandemic thing happening. They're already losing money. I think, because if they're, I enjoyed watching the Trolls movies. I'm not really too much into the Fast and Furious no more, but this Fast and the Furious, I heard, was projected to be the top selling Fast and the Furious. I know Saw's like died out.
What?
That's what I heard. Yeah. They were expecting this to be their biggest selling Fast and the Furious movie or something, which I don't know if there's really that big of a demand for Fast and the Furious no more. Isn't this the 9th one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of burnt out on Fast and the Furious. No pun intended.
It is what it is.
But it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. I know there's good Universal movies that come out. I'll still order them on demand. AMC not putting them out, it's not going to stop me from seeing them. I don't think it's a good move on their part, though, because any movies that Universal would have put out to movie theaters, they would have made money on. Now they're not going to make money on nothing.
They're just throwing a tantrum. Like, oh, you want to do that to us? We'll just do this. And
I think that was a mistake on their part. It was a big mistake.
And like I said, it was a weird article. I don't know if there's some sort of agreement there, but the way it sounded from the IGN one, that's what the difference was. Thank you. I couldn't clarify that. That's what the difference was. It sounded like on the IGN side, it was saying AMC was throwing a tantrum. On the like other side that I saw it in my other news area, it kind of made it sound like there was an agreement, but it wasn't like 100% confirmed. So I didn't dig too deep into it. All I know is that it's a done deal. Like the tweet came out one day, and the next day AMC had put out the statement like the next morning. So they were quick to react to it.
That's just dumb. But
all right, moving on. So Junior remembers this. I gotta ask you, Nick. Do you remember a game called Darkborn being announced? A trailer came out for it apparently back in, what was the date? 2016?
Yeah. I was looking forward to it.
A gameplay trailer came out back in 2016.
Dartboard?
Darkborn.
Dark. Wait.
Alright.
I think so. That sounds really familiar. Dark.
You remember this too? I don't remember this at all.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking at it. Darkborn. Game. 2003?
It goes back that far?
Is that? I mean, that's what I'm asking you. Is it?
Oh well, the trailer that we saw is from 2016 on YouTube. If you go type into YouTube, Darkborn gameplay trailer. The date of the one that we watched, it popped up as 2016, right?
Yep.
Yeah, 2016. So, anyways, Darkborn's been halted. And they have moved on to a new project, they being the company called Outsiders, Stockholm-based indie studio. The developer statement is as follows. The developer announced the situation via a statement posted to Twitter. Last April, we released a gameplay trailer for Darkborn, knowing that it might be our final release. It said, in spite of our best efforts to continue, ultimately we had to make the difficult decision to halt development on the project. Perhaps one day we will return to it. We all hope so and genuinely appreciate the support of everyone who followed us over the years, but one door closes and another opens. We have been working on something else, on something new, something awesome, something we really love. We look forward to being able to share it all with you very, very soon. And those are the only hints we have to this new project, but they're saying that it's getting really, really close to being revealed. You said you remembered the premise of Darkborn? Because I don't remember nothing about it. You're like a monster during a Viking time or something?
It's more
it's
like
first person, I know.
Yeah, you're in it's like medieval times, You're like a species.
There's some sort of creature, like a
Yeah,
little
creature.
Smeagol or
It's
something.
ki-
You're a Smeagol.
you can kind of think of it like you're like because you feed off them. You could think of like you could think of like how like vampires and werewolves were like sort of like human, but you were off to a different spectrum basically or something like that. That's what you were. You were in the caves. You were that kind of creature, and they were killing you off because basically you would. I don't know if you would go in there and kill them, but they were killing you off. And then in order to go stronger, you'd just kind of something like that. You were like the other aspect. Instead of you were the human going to kill a creature, you were the creature killing the humans. Which I like. It was a different premise how that was. I liked it. I really was hoping it would come out, but no.
Yeah, well, they didn't say it got canceled indefinitely. That was one thing that they were really, I noticed that they wanted that to be one of the points in their statement. Maybe I'll find the article and put it up, but they did say that it is definitely not canceled indefinitely.
It's just they're just going to focus their...
It's on hold.
Oh, all right then. I hope it comes
So
out.
I'm wondering what they've got that's better than that.
That's what I'm saying, because if you watch the gameplay trailer back, like I said, the date was 2016. The game looked at, I mean, it might have been just that part of the game that looked close to being ready, but for the most part, it looked close to being ready. It looked good. I even thought the graphics looked good, all that stuff. My mom's calling.
No.
But yeah, Darkborn, we'll try and keep an eye out for more news on that one, if they ever bring it back. The next one I had was May 2020 game releases. IGN put out a page showing a bunch of games coming out in May. I'll get that link up there for all of those, but some of the top ones were Minecraft Dungeons coming May 26th for Xbox One. And considering we're in the pandemic right now, there's only certain places you can get these. So on May 26th for Minecraft Dungeons on Xbox One, you get it through the Microsoft Store. PS4 is still to be decided. Probably going to be the PlayStation Store is what I would guess. Through PC, the Microsoft Store. Through Switch, Nintendo Switch is going to be the eShop. And Minecraft Dungeons is supposed to be like a dungeon crawler kind of game. I didn't look into them too much. I just kind of got little descriptions on them. But it's supposed to be highly, I guess, anticipated. I guess you could say. It looks kind of interesting, like a co-op kind of top view dungeon crawler.
Yeah, I've talked about it in other different podcasts.
Yeah,
it's kind of like Minecraft meets like kind of Diablo-ish a bit.
Yeah, something like it. Actually, this is the first version of Minecraft that's caught my eye.
It looks pretty cool.
It looks like that'd be a game I'd get for Switch. Good Switch game.
I've never been a big Minecraft guy.
See, I'm not a big Minecraft person, but I like the dungeon crawler aspect to it.
Yeah.
It's definitely something different. And they said it's not like a little kid, like, dungeon crawler game. Like, there's some tough puzzles and stuff in there to figure out to get through the levels. Next one's Maneater. We've talked about all these on previous episodes, so we won't try and get too deep into them. But Maneater, May 22nd, comes out for PS4 through Amazon, Xbox One also through Amazon, PC.
What is Maneater?
It's that game. It's an open world game that lets you control a shark. You're going around eating people, destroying.
Oh
boats.
yeah, the shark eating game. That looks dope.
Mm-hmm. And then the last one was PC. It's coming through the Epic Games Store. This one I actually talked about the last episode, Saints Row the Third Remastered. That's coming out May 22nd for PS4 through Amazon, Xbox One through Amazon, and is that coming to? I didn't write it down, but I don't know if that was coming to PC. I don't think that was coming to PC. I just got PS4 and Xbox One on here. And then the last one of the big ones coming out is the 2K collections, and that includes the BioShock collection through Amazon, Borderlands Legendary Collection through Amazon, and XCOM 2 Collection through Amazon. The 2K collection, that's the one that, if you haven't played those, that's the one I'd be looking at. Good games in there with BioShock, Borderlands, and then I haven't played XCOM 2, but that's pretty highly rated too.
Yeah.
Um,
Borderlands.
There's a long. Those are, like I said, those are just the top 4 big ones that were on the list. There was a ton of others, and we'll get that link up. You can take a look at those while we're. At least if you're in our area, our quarantine got extended till the 31st, so keep something to keep you busy during May.
Yeah, but they you can do a little bit more now.
Yeah, that's true. They lightened up on the restrictions, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see. Next one I got here. I think you would like this one, Nick. Bullets per minute. Have you seen the trailer for that? It looks like they're calling it Rock Band meets. What they say? They said Rock Band meets something. But to me, it looks like a Rock Band meets Super Hot or something like that.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
It's a first-person shooter, and basically your character's just running through the level, and freaking everything you do, you try and do it on beat of the song. Go watch the trailer. I'll get the trailer up actually. Check out our Facebook for that trailer. Bullets per minute. It's pretty freaking cool. I want to see that game in VR hella bad. I hope it comes to VR because I will be all over that. I'm hella into those like music and beat kind of games. It looks like it would be a good VR game.
It's a first-person shooter?
Yeah. It looks pretty badass. Let's see, number 6 here. Or, well, number 5. Let's try to move one of them. GameStop planning to reopen. We've had GameStop in the news a bunch the last month and a half or so.
Yeah.
So GameStop is planning to reopen a bunch of their stores that they had shut down. I think they said they shut down about 300 of their stores or something like that.
I think so.
So the senior management team and board of directors will begin salary reductions as well as wage rate reductions for some other corporate and field support staff. They're offering employees option to work half-time, half-pay structure, or take a temporary furlough. The CEO Sherman is taking the reduction of 50%, while CFO Bell and the rest of the executive leadership team will be taking a temporary 30% cut. GameStop had shut down a third of their stores, with the others doing curbside pickup, so they kind of, instead of, I think with everyone getting mad at them, and them saying they gotta stay open because they're essential, when we really just knew it was so they wouldn't go bankrupt. They started accommodating people that, I guess were pissed off at them, didn't want to go in the store because they weren't practicing. Weren't they like not doing anything, no masks and no gloves? They weren't practicing no social distancing or nothing. People were pissed. And the company's they've already begun opening stores back up in Italy, Germany, and Austria, while South Carolina and Georgia are preparing to potentially reopening in the coming weeks. Australia didn't shut down any of their stores, and I guess the stores that didn't shut down in all of Australia, they've been seeing strong results, how they put it. So I guess they've been doing really good. In Australia, at least. But I had to add that one in there. I thought that was funny because everyone was pissed. I wouldn't think they'd be putting something out saying they're about to reopen if as mad as people were. But me personally, I think it's good they're going back to work because I know, and the fact that GameStop, all the top people are taking salary reductions and wage cuts to accommodate for the losses and stuff, and it's going to be to help so those people aren't going on unemployment, so I can't really argue that it's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Some people will. I know they will.
To me, they showed good because of the higher people are the ones taking the cuts instead of like going, okay, never mind, you everyone in the lower tiers, you're gone, and we'll still get paid the same.
Either that or just closing down completely, making them go on unemployment or anything. At least they're giving them a job. Like, I don't see how... I understand restaurants doing, like, their to-go stuff, but I don't get, like, McDonald's saying they're essential. Like, to me, fast food ain't essential. But, I mean, It is food. So, like, that's how they're considered essential. But, like, I don't know. I'm just not a person that does fast food all the time. It wouldn't bother me if they were shut down. All right, saving the best for last of the miscellaneous here. This is one I was waiting to get to. So the Cyberpunk rating came out.
Oh
yeah.
Did you go
what
and
is
read
it?
it?
X?
So it earned
Rated R?
Earned a rating of 18 and up.
Oh.
There's a long list here, and it's proved to heighten anticipation for this game because the internet's been going crazy. At least the posts that I saw about this. So you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
The list making this game 18 and up is weapons without violence, moderate or hinted use of illicit drugs, weapons with violence, criminal action without violence, description of consume of illicit drugs, derogatory language, verbal aggression, violent acts, sexual pleasurement, consume of illicit drugs, violence description, exposure to danger, exposure to death corpse, body injury, foul language, blood, description of illicit drug consumption or trafficking, sexualization, sexual exploitation, intentional death, nudity, prostitution, sexual relationship, mutilation, intense sexual relation, suicide, cruelty, and
Intense sexual relation.
suicide and cruelty. Yeah. So that's pretty good reasons for being 18 and up.
I think that's more than Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, I think so. It was said as the ratings list picked up traction on Twitter, Cyberpunk 2077's lead quest developer, I'm going to butcher this, Paul Sasko, retweeted the image writing, "You surprised? We don't fuck around."
Wow.
Oh. But that's, I'll let you guys discuss and then you can move on to the next console. I gotta give my girlfriend a hand real quick.
That seems a lot of stuff to make it that.
Yeah, that was pretty intense. I think that's a lot more than Grand Theft Auto even has.
Yeah, because
So
a
we'll
lot
see.
of that stuff, it's like, it just kept going, it was just going up, it's going like,
So how if the game is delayed, how did they get the rating? That's the question. That's the question. How can we give it a rating if the game is not complete yet? Yeah, that tells you that the game's probably already finished.
Yeah, or that's all the stuff they're gonna have in it, but then they're just
All
putting
right,
the rating now.
what's our next section, Junior?
Well,
shit. Tony showed up. Wasn't my girlfriend. She surprised me.
I know. I didn't see who exactly it was.
Here, hang on. Give me
Our
one
special
second.
guest?
Are you gonna stay here? Here, if you want, you can come in here and sit in the chair.
Special guest, Tony.
Shut the garage, please. All right. Tony showed up.
The T-Man.
All right, so where are we at?
We finished our discussion about that crazy rating.
I was wondering, until I saw this, of course, I was wondering, you know, if this game was going to live up to the hype, and after seeing that, I think it's going to live up to the hype. I don't know if we've had a game like this, or at least not that I've played like this. Not with all those ratings.
Yeah, it's pretty up there.
Yep.
Alright, that's all. That finishes up my miscellaneous. Which way you guys want to go?
Well, before we go on to the next one, I just want to give an update on this here. Well, this miscellaneous. So Call of Duty, it's Battle Royale quads, Battle Royale trios, Battle Royale solo, or plunder trios. And you can fill each of those, which you could only do on Battle Royale before. Now you can fill with plunder, and you can fill with all of them.
Oh, alright. I was wondering if
And
they
also
incorporate that in.
one other little side note, they have a incinerary round on another shotgun now.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I seen a little bit of stuff that says, "Oh, you can do a super weapon." I didn't look into it because I was like, "Oh, I just don't want to know."
I'm gonna be blasting people away this weekend.
Is it Wait, when you got the other one, one's called like Dragon's Breath, right?
Yes, sir.
Did you buy that in the store? Cause that's isn't that like a bundle or something? Whatever you call it. It's
Yeah.
So is this one also the same way? You can buy it in the store.
That's how I
Yup.
do it.
Have you already bought it in the store?
Yup. Just a few seconds ago.
Really? I gotta check that out. I wanna
For
see
what
if it popped up.
shotgun?
It is for the Junior wants to know what shotgun. It is for the shotgun that's called.
Better not be the automatic one.
The VLK Rogue. Is the one where you have the handle on the side and you're like this.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
And you just keep unloading.
Oh, I hate that shotgun sucks.
Great.
It's
Now
awesome.
we're gonna see that more often.
It has a special barrel, a special incinerary dragon's breath rounds, special attachment on the tip of the gun, and then it comes with a special knife that lights on fire. You can throw it at people, and yeah. Oh, and a special red dot on the top.
Is it fire?
Check this one out.
I don't think it's fire. I don't know yet. We'll find out. It reminds me of a paintball gun that a paintball gun that I used to have.
A flame that shot flames?
Oh,
What kind of paintball gun is that?
it's all red and stuff. I don't know how I can show you here. Let's see. If you're viewing on our view here, how do I flip this? Nah, I don't know if I can do this.
Nah.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's probably not.
Well, we could
Shut
just
your camera off.
we'll Google the image later.
Okay.
I do want to see that one though. Flaming throwing knife.
Oh yeah, another way to get burnt.
That's pretty tight.
You're gonna be all
That
in
is
the corner
pretty tight.
somewhere. You're gonna see a flaming knife come in. What?
Yeah, fireball go by your screen. Like, what the hell? Alright. That wraps up miscellaneous.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
What one do you guys want to get into now? I got Xbox next on mine.
I got Xbox too.
Alright. Go ahead and do yours first. We'll do mine last because I got Series X stuff. Well, one
Okay.
Series X thing.
Oh, I got something about Series X too at the end of mine.
Alright.
Okay, for the Xbox, Xbox Live Gold subscription and Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members, we're going to be getting 4 free games this month. One would be V Valley 4 and the Sensible World of Soccer. Apparently that one's a retro soccer sim.
Wait, can you say those one more time?
V Rally 4
Uh-huh.
and Sensible World of Soccer.
What'd I tell you? All these games people don't know. I told you. Wait till we get to PlayStation. I can't wait to read that one.
Okay. The other ones
Oh, jeez, I keep
will
bumping
be
them over.
Warhammer 40,000 Inquisitor. Will be on May 16th to the June 15th. And the other one, Overlord 2, the same time period.
V Rally will be on Xbox One, and the other ones are on Xbox 360.
The other ones are on Xbox One. Sensible World Golf and Overlords 2 is on Xbox One and Xbox 360.
Well, it's going to probably be, what? It's going to be through there, which is backwards compatible.
Yeah.
I don't think they're bringing out any new games at 360. Don't get your hopes up, guys.
So yeah, those look pretty good though. That's the same thing I had for my Xbox.
Then the Xbox Game Pass is getting Red Redemption 2 on May 7th. It comes in with the Xbox Game Pass. It includes all the story mode, contact, photo mode, and access to Red Dead Online. And the next one is Xbox Series X. Microsoft will show off gameplay for the next generation console on Thursday, May 7th. The company announced on Twitter.
Oh, that's through that, what you were saying earlier, right?
Yeah, that was what I was saying. They're going to show Valhalla in that one. Their gameplay in there.
That's going to be tight to watch.
And it will be on 11 a.m. ET, 8 a.m. PT. And it's going to be
Pacific Standard, Eastern Standard.
Yeah, for those that don't know.
Inside Xbox, Microsoft live stream video. That's where you can see. They're going to show off the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, their gameplay, and they're going to be showing other ones as well. That's what, which the ones the Xbox Series are so far coming for, that we know they're on Xbox Series, Halo Infinite and the Hellblaze 2.
Are they going to show gameplay for Infinite?
Yeah, they should be. They're pretty sure they are.
Oh, I know what I'm doing on the 7th. I'm waiting for that. I've been waiting a long time for that. Ever since last summer.
My thing freaking froze. I'm going to have to join back in.
Oh, lost Junior. Well, we didn't lose Junior.
He wants to be difficult.
Was that your last Xbox?
Yes.
Alright, I want to pull it. Alright.
I'm back.
Have you seen
Damn phone.
the new Xbox logo for the Series X?
No, is it the same as the old one? Like
No,
PlayStation did?
No, it's not. It's different, but I don't know. Well, you could pull it up on Google, right? Have you seen it, Junior?
I haven't seen it.
Alright, for the people watching video, I can pull it up real quick. Nick, go ahead and pull it up on Google.
Okay.
Oh, got my Yahoo Finance. Let's see. Xbox Series X logo. So this is... Or let me make sure. There's a couple of different ones, Nick. Let me just screen share for you. Real quick. So this is the Xbox logo. You see it there?
I see.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling that. What do you think?
We just need to stop.
It's different. I like this right here.
If
they would have did something like that.
Click on it so it shows.
That one's not bad, but this is the one that I saw popped up inside the article. I don't know. People are hating on the PlayStation one for it being the same, but I don't know if I like the direction they went with this.
It kind of reminds me of a different thing somewhere else, like a different branding.
You know what it reminds me of? Something you see in like Tony Hawk Pro Skater or something, like one of the tags you put on the wall. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Like, oh, new Tony Hawk's coming out, Tony Hawk X, nice.
Well, PlayStation set the bar pretty low for logos, so Xbox is like, well, we can't. We could just put a big ass X there, and it'll still be better than Sony did.
I'm not. That's the logo. That's all we got new for the Xbox Series X. Besides what Junior said, that new gameplay coming up. Hopefully be a little more lively than this logo, but I'm not sure how I'm feeling about that one. That's all I got for the Xbox.
I think you might want to exit the screen share.
Oh, I'm still on screen share, that's why. There we go. Which you got Xbox or?
Junior pretty much took care of it. He
Okay.
got mine.
Alright. So, alright, well, we got through Xbox quick. PlayStation. I've been dying to get to PlayStation. This one's hilarious. I guess I'll go first since I've been dying to get to it. The first
Yeah.
one, before we get to the one, Naughty Dog responds to leaks. So, I don't know if you guys heard about this, but Naughty
I've
Dog
heard
company,
about it.
the company doing Last of Us,
Yeah.
Part 2, I guess, recently got some footage leaked. I guess it's some of the developer footage got leaked. Naughty Dog and Sony have both pursued taking down most of the videos, but once it's out on the internet, it's out there. I'm sure it got recorded, saved, people got it. They did what they could, but they said that because of the long wait time, it was a massive blow to them. I really don't see how it was a massive blow. I mean, the people that want to see the game, if someone goes out there and says, like, new game footage or leaked footage, people that don't want to be spoiled, of course, they're not going to watch it. Like, I'm not going to go ruin it for myself and watch anything like that. But, I mean, there's the people out there that will put in, clickbait and stuff, which, shame on you if you did. The Naughty Dog issued a statement about it. It says, "We know in the last few days have been incredibly difficult for you. We feel the same. It's disappointing to see the release and sharing of pre-release footage from development. Do your best to avoid spoilers, and we'll ask that you don't spoil it for others. The Last of Us Part 2 will be in your hands soon. No matter what you see and hear, the final experience will be worth it." With all that being said, the game's set to release... Let's see, this is what I was unsure of. Maybe you can confirm this, but I got a date for June 19th.
Yeah, June 19th is the confirmed release date, where originally was supposed to be in May 29th. It is June 19th.
And they pushed back Ghost of Tsushima?
Because
of that?
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, they pushed it back to July 17th. And it was originally June 26th.
Alright. And they're already expecting it. If you guys are planning on getting Last of Us Part 2 and you don't got very much room on your memory or hard drive, they're already expecting it to be at least 100 gigabyte download, which shouldn't be a surprise at all, considering how big all the new games have been.
Yeah.
There was an update to this that I saw today. I think it might have been put out in the evening yesterday. But the people who leaked the footage, apparently Sony found out who it was.
Yeah, I just seen it this morning. They said Sony knows who did it.
Yeah, so
I
feel
didn't
sorry
look
to be
into
them.
it,
I don't know what the consequences for that are, but I'm sure it's no position I'd want to find myself in.
Yeah, you'd lose your job easy there.
If it was someone even, I mean, I guess it had to be his developer footage. It's got to get out from one of the developers, right, to a family member or someone, and then from there, takes off. This is the one, I find this so funny. So, we've been talking about petitions this whole time since the start of this. PlayStation Plus games are getting petitioned this month. I thought it was funny because I saw the games that they were getting first, and I guess earlier in the month of April, they were anticipating it to be Dark Souls remastered and then Dying Light, which would have been two pretty good games, AAA games, that would have been getting put out. Instead, PlayStation users got Farming Simulator and City Skyline.
Jordan, what are you talking about? A Farming Simulator is your favorite game.
I'm not complaining about Farming Simulator, but I wasn't anticipating, what was it? I wasn't anticipating Dark Souls Remastered or Dying Light either. Even though I feel like, wasn't Dying Light just on PlayStation Plus games not that long ago? Like, within the last year, I feel like Dying Light was up there.
I think it was. I'm not sure.
So, yeah, the people anticipating that got Farming Simulator and City Skylines. City Skylines, I've heard of it. Is it like a city builder game?
I think so.
And Farming Simulator,
world building video game.
You're looking at it right now?
No, I've seen it before.
Oh, okay.
Good.
Yes.
It's a really good game.
It is a good game?
Yeah,
I don't know.
and Farm Simulator too.
Farming Simulator, you got to be in the mood to play that. You definitely got to be in the mood. But
I don't know. It looks pretty dope. Have you seen any footage from it?
I've played it.
He played it.
I've played Farming Simulator. I cut zigzags in my fields. I cut patterns.
It looks dope.
But if you want to be part of that change to try and get Dark Souls Remastered and Dying Light, there is a petition going on at change.org to have the May games for PlayStation Plus changed.
Yeah, he did zigzags, but he couldn't sell the crop.
I couldn't even get the crop past it. What? After you cut it, you gotta like take it and drop it in some trailer or something. I don't even think I was able to do that.
He got to town, and after that, I don't know what happened.
Alright, that's my PlayStation though. When you guys could take it.
Nick, I kind of just said mine with you.
I had PlayStation Plus, but I got a PlayStation is having a sale for $20. They have 7 games.
Oh,
It's
nice.
Assassin's Creed,
Excuse me.
Assassin's Creed's Origins, Dead Cells, excuse me, Far Cry 5, Hitman 2, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Overcooked, and Player Unknown Battleground. If you don't know what that is, it's PUBG.
The only one that sounds interesting to me is...
Like how people don't know it from its actual name. If you don't know what Player
Assassin's
Unknown's
Creed
Battleground
one.
is, it's PUBG.
Well, there's people out there.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
So that's a really good sale going on for under $20 each. And then my last one, Sony officially confirmed Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima release dates, which we just heard the Last of Us Part 2 release date earlier. But they also did the Ghost of Tsushima release date, which I don't have here for some reason.
I did mention
Let's see. You mentioned Ghost of Tsushima?
Yeah, he said it.
Oh, I thought just Last of Us Part 2.
I don't remember what it
But
was.
yeah,
but he said it.
that's pretty much it. They released that.
Oh, phone's going nuts. Yeah, Ghost. It looks like a good game. I just don't know if it's something that I get into. I see it being one of those games I'll go cash out and buy, and then end up putting it down.
It kind of, if I remember correctly, it reminds me of like a lot of the, like, the other. What was the other one? The one that's been nominated a lot. The
Sekiro.
Yeah, like that one, Dark Souls, and like that. I think it's kind of like that. That might be wrong, but that's what it seems to me.
Yeah, Dark Souls isn't really my type of game.
No, never played those.
Never. I got too expensive of controllers to play Dark Souls and Bloodborne and stuff.
Yeah, don't play it on PC either. No.
Alright, so do PlayStation? Wraps up PlayStation?
That's it on PlayStation.
Yeah, we're powering through these today. Alright, Nintendo Switch. Who wants to go?
I'll start it off.
I got
Alright.
nothing.
Okay, so you guys heard about Reggie Fils-Ames, the president of Nintendo
about
America.
Reggie.
Nintendo America. He stepped down a couple months ago.
It was sad. I almost got a tear.
Yeah, it is pretty. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad.
That's the face
Well,
of Nintendo.
He just recently confirmed that he's going to be starting a podcast.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on that. That's getting saved to my list.
And they have a set amount. I think it's 7 podcasts he's going to be doing with a award-winning journalist, Harold Goldberg, and they will be doing this podcast. They say that there might be a lot of leaks in there, but they're not exactly sure.
What is there a topic that the podcast is going to be on? I mean, it's probably going to be game related, I'm assuming.
Well, let's see. Obviously game related.
I wonder if he's going to, he's Nintendo, so I wonder if it's going to have to do strictly with Nintendo, if it's going to be like a gaming in general. It'll be interesting to see, though, because he's a super knowledgeable person, and he's been around the company and the industry for quite some time. He's definitely put his years in.
It's a non-profit podcast. He's going to be raising money and asking for donations for homeless youths.
So he's trying to get as much money raised as possible. He's going to be leaking everything. Everyone follow.
Go and you can
Oh my gosh. Keep
you can
bumping
donate
that.
via GoFundMe, and the money will be used to provide old games and gaming consoles to the homeless youth in the shelters,
All right.
especially since the shelters lack internet. The podcast is free, but donors exclusive content and access to private auction will be hard to find items such as like Nintendo Power Magazine, the first issue, as
Oh, they
well
got
as a
an
chance to
auction
win
on it?
personally ask Phil Ames questions. So
There's an
it
auction
doesn't
on
say
that?
what the podcast is going to
Alright,
be
I'm
exactly
probably gonna
about,
have to do that.
but yeah, that's it.
I'm going to be looking forward to that one. Anything he's got to say has got to be good.
Yep.
That does it for me on Nintendo.
I got nothing.
All right.
Surprisingly.
I know, huh? All right, I got a couple of good ones. Pokemon Company threatening to ban players.
What kind of players?
Pokemon players.
I know, but
You mess
doing
up, you
what?
get thunder shocked by Pikachu.
Huh?
You mess up, you get thunder shocked by Pikachu.
Oh, that's fine.
Last week, news surfaced about an exploit in Pokemon Sword and Shield on Nintendo Switch, which allowed players to disconnect from competitive matches right before their opponent could take out the victory. I started laughing when I read that too, because that is so something I would have done.
Oh, you didn't beat me.
This also stopped players from losing or gaining points. It seems the Pokemon Company has now confirmed all of this and has decided to issue a stern warning to players who abuse this bug, explaining how it will not hesitate to temporarily or permanently ban individuals from online play. We are able to confirm that a number of players have been disconnecting from the internet to manipulate their win-loss records for online battles and tournaments. From now on, if we determine that players abuse this bug for their own gain in online battles and tournaments, we will not hesitate to temporarily ban or even permanently ban players from accessing online play in Pokemon Sword and Shield. In a short space of time, this exploit became a well-known bug within the competitive Pokemon scene on social media. One video demonstrating how to disconnect from a match had even been viewed more than 50,000 times before the bug made headlines. So, pretty much everyone knows how to do it now. So, yeah, I got no sympathy. If you're over there cheating, then you deserve to be banned.
Yep.
Especially in Pokemon. Come on, have a soul. If you're gonna cheat, go somewhere like Call of Duty. Aimbots, come on. Can't get an aimbot in Pokemon.
Take your PC aggression.
Call of Duty's the place to cheat. Oh, I got one more here, huh? Sitting here waiting for you guys. So, you know Five Nights at Freddy's, right? I know Junior does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game will give you a freaking heart attack. Actually, did you know the Five Nights at Freddy's that came out for... It's on PSVR, I'm pretty sure, right?
I think so.
There's a VR version that came out, Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh, know what? This one, I believe, only came to... Yeah. It says it originally launched as a VR game on PC. I know PlayStation has a PSVR one. I just don't know if it's a remake of the first one or if it's this new one. The new one was called Help Wanted. It is coming to Nintendo Switch. Nintendo's listing stated that the game was going to release on May 21st for $29.99, but it has since been removed. So they don't know if the game... They think the date of the game being released has just changed, was the reason for it being removed. I'm expecting it still to come out for $29.99. And you will need to purchase the Nintendo Switch VR headset for this. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
No Nintendo Switch VR headset. This one is strictly non-VR.
Okay.
And that's what I got for Nintendo Switch. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Switch.
Five Nights at Freddy's coming out. Pokemon banning people. On a PC.
Peace. Say.
All right.
All right, I'll get through. I got 2 quick ones. These are the two that I got are 2 new game trailers I saw, and again, I almost didn't watch these trailers for some reason, but I had time, and I sat down and forced myself to, and I'm glad I did, because they actually ended up looking like pretty damn cool games. One of them is called Population Zero. This came out of IGN. It's described as an exploration survival multiplayer game that launches on Steam for PC on May 5th. So that's coming very, very quickly here, right? Today's May 2nd. Right?
It should come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's coming out quickly. And this game looked like to me, if you go watch the trailer, it hella reminded me of like a space version of Fallout. That's what it looked like. There's like, you're going around in space. It looks kind of like, from the name of the title, Population Zero, it looks kind of like you're on your own out there, but it is a multiplayer survival game, so I'm sure you run into other people, but it seems like you kind of start out how Fallout does. Like, the premise is you're alone in this apocalyptic world. This one looks like you're alone on a planet, and I don't know, this is the first look I've gotten at, the first information that we've seen of it, so I'm probably going to check this one out on May 5th. I know this is going to be one that Josh is into just because it's got to do with space. I think I can get him into this, but this is one that's going to be on my radar.
I'm going to look into it too, since I can.
And then this other one, you guys got to look up the trailer for this one. You get a chance, but this one's called Tidal Shock. This came from, I saw it in IGN also.
Sounds familiar.
It says, set deep underwater, Tidal Shock is fast-paced, easy to pick up, and hard to master. That's right. The Tidal Shock arena is submerged and not confined to gravity. Bullets will rain down, snipers will lurk below, and attacks can come from any angle.
I've seen this one already.
There's respawns, but no loadouts. Shields, weapons, and charge are pickups that you'll drop on death. The question is, are you hunting for more? Are you hunting for more or protecting what you have? Tidal Shock has a winner-take-all objective. The player who slams 100 charge onto the ever-moving reactor will Tidal Shock the competition and earn a coveted charge cube. And so if you watch the trailer, there was a game out on Steam. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a battle royale game out on Steam, and it was all underwater. And the circle, like in Call of Duty, the circle is gas. Well, in this one, the circle is like sharks. So as it was closing in, if you're outside the circle,
crazy,
sharks would get you. I forget what the name of it was, but it reminds me a lot of that. This isn't a battle royale game; it's an arena shooter. So like Halo or something. I guess you can say Call of Duty is team deathmatch or something. Is like an arena kind of shooter. But it looks crazy. It looks like you got those little I don't even know what they're called. The like scuba divers got them, those little machines that they hang on to, and they're like, you know, motorized or whatever, and they steer them through the water.
And they pull you.
Yeah, it looks like one of those, but you got a gun on it, and so you're going around like shooting people through the water and stuff through these water maps. It looks. I don't know how well it's gonna hold up. Like, I don't know with Call of Duty and everything coming out and the stuff that's out, if it's gonna like be the next big thing. I doubt it. Could be wrong, but I doubt it. But it looks definitely like a fun change of pace from like a Call of Duty game or your normal first-person shooter. It's pretty funny the way it looks. But we'll get the trailer up for that. That's Tidal Shock coming to PC. I don't think they had a date on it yet. Let me try looking that up real quick. I didn't get a date on it. Pull up Steam real quick. Shock. Oh, is it already out on Steam? Oh, planned release date just says May 2020. So sometime in May. You can add it to the wish list right now. Not quite out for download yet though. But that's another one that I might try and take a look at. Looks interesting. Those are my 2 new PC games though.
All right. You, Nick, or do you want me to go?
It's you, Junior.
All right. Destroy All Humans remake is coming to PC. It's a weird. I never played this one myself, But I know I don't. I think did you play it, Jordan?
Sure, I played Destroy All Humans for what console was that for?
Yeah.
Regular Xbox.
I know you played.
Was
I
it
see you
Xbox?
played
It
it.
was regular Xbox.
I think you're right. I think
Yeah.
it was regular Xbox.
It
that came
originally
out
was
for.
in 2005.
Yeah, because I know it came out with the first Xbox console.
You'll be able to pick it up on July 28th. You can pre-order on its official site. Steam's the only platform will be available on PC.
Oh, it's on everything.
Yeah, they went from old to the new ones.
It's gonna be. It was on PS2, Xbox Wii, PS3, Xbox 360. It looks like it's coming to PS4, or if it's not, it's already on there. It also says Windows and Stadia.
Yeah, the remaster is coming to the PC. That's for what I've seen, and it said it will. Whoa, crazy there. It says it might be going to. Apparently, there is a different console versions, maybe, but I didn't see much about it. I just seen it's coming to the PC through Steam on July 28th.
When you mentioned that, I was like, man, I wouldn't play. I don't think I'd like go and get Destroy All Humans again for console or anything. But I don't know why. For some reason, it coming to PC that like intrigues me. Like it sounds like it'd be a fun game to just jump into on PC when I'm bored. You go in there, kill a bunch of people real quick, turn people into cows and stuff, and get out.
No, you get in your spaceship, throw something, and then you get out.
Yeah.
Alright, and then the next one would be CC Remaster, also known as Conquer and
Control and Conquer.
Control and Conquer. Yeah, thank you.
Wait, Command and Conquer?
Command and Conquer.
Command and
I'm
Conquer.
getting out screwing up. Whatever. My bad. The collection come out on June 5th. And it's now be more upgraded for the modern PC. All the graphic has been redone to support 4K monitors. The UI.
Wait, it's all remastered versions of it?
It's just like an upgraded version of the game, basically.
Last year, I just bought the whole collection of all the original versions.
And it comes out on June 5th for $20.
And I think I paid more for it than that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've looked at it. It looks pretty good. I
It's
remember
fun.
playing it from the when I had it on my old PC.
I think it's co-op. I think me and Josh are playing it together.
I think it is.
We were just getting our asses straight handed to us. We'd be trying to like build up an army, and all of a sudden they already got freaking the whole United States like forces running up on one little base we got and stuff. We got one little jeep, not even trying to fight back, trying to get away. They hunted us down like animals. They definitely commanded and conquered us.
More like
I used to play the first-person shooter of that, and it was a really fun game.
I don't remember a first person. Of
I
Command and Conquer.
I vaguely remember it, but that's like
I must have been back in the Delta Force days.
It was probably like 2000.
I barely remember it because I only seen someone played it, but I never played it. I just seen a glimpse of it and then something else popped.
I do not remember that at all.
All right, that's all for my PC.
All right, entertainment.
Oh, you don't got PC?
I have no PC.
Oh, alright. Alright, I think you guys got a couple different things than me. I got a couple of movies.
I got two different TV kind of things.
I'll let you go. Actually, you don't got no movies.
Alright, Gearbox Brothers in Arms is getting a TV adaptation.
The game Brothers in
I don't know
Arms?
what that is.
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
That's gonna
wow.
be dope. You know Brothers in Arms, don't you? Back from the original
Yeah.
Xbox days?
Yeah. I didn't know he
That's
meant the game. That's what got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm super into military movies, so that's gonna be sick. Or it's a TV series.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna cancel.
Will
60
be actually
Whiskey.
connected to the game. Was inspired by real events. Took place during the war. And it's supposed to more or less follow a line about the game, how everything's going on in there.
That's gonna be tight. Nonetheless, that was World War II, wasn't it?
Huh?
Nonetheless, that was World War II still, wasn't it? Going back to World War II stuff. But that should be pretty good.
The producer, writer, Scott Rosebano? I'm probably saying the name wrong. Yeah, it was credited in the Queen of the South, Chuck and the Shield. Is a series showrunner. That's what he. And with the Gearbox CEO and an amateur magician, Randy Pitchford. We joined him as producers. Executive producers. Thank you. They have no current network they're going to be on, or what release date.
That's what I was just about to ask you. What network is that coming to? I could see them doing something really good with this, though. I mean, look what they did with The Witcher. I wasn't sure how that was going to come out, but the way they went with it was really, really good. If they do this right and they're working with the people from Gearbox who did the game.
The CEO of Gearbox.
I don't think Gearbox is going to let them stray away from the story. They got to stay on the story. I can see this turning out to be really, really good. I just wonder what streaming platform is. I know it's going to be a streaming platform. I wonder which one's going to be coming to.
Yeah. Also, this year, PC Gaming Show, an annual live stream showcase of new game, will be coming out Saturday, June 6th. So it's going to be showing never seen game footage, announcement of PC gaming's biggest motion developers. We'll be talking about in there. It's supposed to be a live stream showcase of everything. Also,
another one I'm going to put a reminder for.
Let's see, broadcast alongside gamers presenting parts of large days of programming on Twitch and other platforms. So they're going to be just a broad things about all game PC. I think more like PC game related.
You're gonna be watching that now, huh?
Yeah, I'll be watching that. Yeah,
now that you got that PC.
It'll be coming out on Saturday, June 6th. That's cool that it came out like on a Saturday, but...
Yeah, finally something that comes out on the freaking weekend. Not all these damn shows on Tuesday through Thursday.
Okay, that's it for what I got.
Alright. I got, Avatar Last Airbender. I am not too familiar. Well, I mean, I know what it is. I don't watch it that much, but...
Seeing the
if you're
whole thing.
into that, all 3 seasons, we confirm there's only 3, not 4. Seasons are coming to Netflix on May 15th. There's a bunch of stuff coming in May. That was one of the bigger ones that I saw. A couple of the big movies that are coming are like Back to the Future's first and second one, First 3 Underworlds, District 9, and there was a ton more. I'll try and get that list up along with the May 2020 games.
I'm waiting for a sequel for District 9.
I'm kind of waiting for that too. District 9 was a good movie.
Yeah.
It seemed like
I just watched that yesterday.
It gets better like every time I watch it. that was a good one. I like the animation and everything they did in there too.
Yeah, it's good.
Next one, and this one I really was kind of like, I had mixed thoughts about this one. Hercules real life movie coming. So Disney's making the live action Hercules film just like they're making live action freaking everything else of all their movies. It's in development with the Russo brothers to produce but not to direct. And I just don't, I'm not sure if that's one that's in really high demand. It seems like Disney's just kind of, I wonder if this was in their plans to put out live action since they did like live action Lion King, Jungle Book.
And so aren't they doing a Mulan?
Are they doing Mulan too? Yeah, I think so. I think you're right. I think Mulan
They are
too.
doing Mulan.
Yeah.
And now this one, or if they were just trying to, this was one of the extra things they were trying to throw out to keep people from canceling Disney Plus. Because I'm probably not going to watch this, to be honest. It's great they're putting stuff out for Disney Plus. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that do watch it, but if this never came out, I don't think I'd lose any sleep. And the last one that I got is, speaking of the Russo brothers, who are set to produce but not direct it, The Russo brothers also produced the movie Extraction that just came out last Friday, a week from yesterday, with Chris Hemsworth. Those of you that don't know him, Thor from all the Marvel movies. That was a military movie, if you couldn't guess from the name Extraction. It's pretty self-explanatory on what it's about and what the premise is, but that was a pretty dope movie. They did a good job on it. It only came to Netflix. Still fairly new, like I said, only about a week old. It's definitely not no American Sniper or Lone Survivor. Wasn't that good. Those movies were amazing, but if you like military movies, you're into that kind of thing, it definitely keeps you on the edge of your seat throughout most of the movie. The ending got me too. I was pissed at the end of the movie. If you watch it, you're gonna be pissed at the end of the movie too. I promise. But that does it for my TV, movies, anime.
Okay. I got if you guys know Tyler Perry, he joined forces with BET Plus, and he has a show called Ruthless, and they promised 23 episodes consecutively, and they went on a hiatus for a couple weeks there with no show at all. They just came back this Thursday that passed. They got a new episode up. It's a really good show. It's about a cult that is like, they've got their guy that they think is Jesus, and he's like trying to convince people to join his cult, and the police in the small town are like fighting against him, and it's crazy.
I feel like I've heard of the name of that show. I've never watched it though. It sounds really familiar.
I've seen clips of trailers about it. Look like it could be a good one.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I've watched most of it so far.
All right.
And John Wick directors just announced that they will be involved with the choreographing for Matrix 4.
I saw that. I had a feeling when you guys were gonna get that, so I didn't grab it. But that's good news. That is good news.
And then there's a new anime called Tower of God. It premiered on Crunchyroll at the beginning of April. It's about a boy. Well, it's about a bunch of people. They're trying to climb this tower, and if you can get to the top of the tower, you pass all the challenges. You get the power of God, and you can get anything you want.
Anything.
All right, you got me.
And then just a heads up for everybody, if you don't remember, Justice League Apocalypse, the final chapter of the Justice League cartoons from DC is coming out on the 5th.
Alright.
That's coming up soon. So next Tuesday?
Yep, next Tuesday. Cinco de Mayo.
I have so much stuff on, I don't know if it's Xfinity or Netflix I've been seeing about DC and DC movies, but I've been trying to stay away from it because I'm trying to still watch all the Marvel stuff and Star Wars. I don't need to add no new movies or TV shows on my list right now.
I've watched all the DCs since I was a little kid, starting back with Mr. Freeze, I think, or something.
Yeah, I gotta say, ever since we went, I think I went with you guys to the movies. I think we went to the movies and saw this, but the Batman vs Superman.
Yeah.
DC started losing me after that. There's a lot of people that liked it, but there's a lot of people that didn't like it. I think.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the live action movies, but their cartoons I am definitely a big fan of.
Yeah. Yeah, we're trying to get through the Star Wars cartoon, the Clone Wars right now, and oh boy. There's a lot. There's a lot of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. You had a couple of extra things.
Yeah, I have board game.
Oh, I didn't forget this time.
Alright. Everyone heard of Wolfenstein? Wolfenstein's coming out with a board game.
That's gonna be tight.
Really?
If they do anything like Doom or what was the other one?
Doom.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Wow, Fallout, they have one.
Doom, Fallout, yeah. If they do it like that, those were good. Or well, I heard Doom's good. I have Fallout. Wolfenstein one would be tight.
Now, does this take place in Germany?
It has to do a lot with Germany. BJ Blazkowski
I like BJ.
Oh. Blazkowicz.
Blaskowitz
Blazkowicz.
is returning to the castle of Wolfenstein to kill Hitler. Again. But
It's
this
Germany.
time he brought some cows, and the whole thing is going to take place on your table. Yes, Wolfenstein's getting a digital ramp as a board game adaptation, transformed into a co-op dungeon crawler.
For the first time, you get to take Germany home.
That's right.
Apparently, it arrived on Kickstarter early this April, the month, and they soundly smashed their target. Apparently, they just met their target and went.
It started out on Kickstarter?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that's impressive.
Wow.
Anchorage Games is responsible for its transformation from a first person into a bit of cardboard and plastic. That's what it says. They're gonna add new stuff into it, like action points to random events. You still be mowing down Nazis and horrible science experiments as you sneak through or storm the infamous castle. It has an era of tactical RPG like TechCom, and the team has found new ways to promote the Wolfenstein game. From every gun, for instance, has a trio of firing options. It depends on the type of ammo you're using. You can look around to find the right kind of ammo for the job. You can capture stealth bits, introducing a hazard tracker that represents the tension in the castle as you kill Nazis and cause a stir. When it gets to the end, a alarm is risen, bringing enemy reinforcements and other new problems. The damn, I just said his name. I can't say his name again. Blaskowitz and his pals will get a trio of unique skills.
Germany.
Germany and his pals.
All I heard him say was BJ, so that works for me.
BJ for short.
It activates if you have enough points to gain from completing side missions using special items, and of course, slaying the Nazis.
Of course.
For the big guy, for instance, could kill enemies with two weapons simultaneously, which is always handy. You know how in the Wolfenstein you can do a weapon like in almost any gun.
Yeah.
Like he can do that.
All right.
If you want to look closer at the rules, you can download the PDF, and the finished game is not expected out until August of 2021. Apparently, their Kickstarter was at 50,000. Guess how much they netted at the end? A little over $500,000.
I would have thought 50,000 would have been pretty good, but damn.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna be waiting for that one to come to games.
I gotta start a Kickstarter. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
I already know we can do our Kickstarter.
Kickstart that bank account.
And we can do our Battle Royale of Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah.
Help Nick move into a mansion. Shit.
Battlefront Royale 2. Help Nick move in. You're talking about GoFundMe. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Help me avoid poverty.
I've run into a hard time in life during this pandemic. I think I'd make it through if I just had my 5-story house with 18 bedroom, 19 bath.
If I could just get all of my Facebook friends to donate $100 each, I'm all set in life.
In life.
In life.
All right.
That's it.
Well, I'm deleting you as a friend off Facebook. Oh man! All right, does that wrap it up?
Yeah, that wraps it up.
All right. I think that's it. Do you got anything else, Nick? I want to check and see if I got anything else.
I got nada.
All right, so we got a couple of game shows we mentioned coming up, right? Next week.
Yes, sir.
Was it the
Xbox
PC
Live.
one? Xbox.
Oh
Live?
yeah, Xbox Live. Yeah. It's
So-
supposed to be on the Thursday.
And was it the PC one too?
No, PC doesn't come until June.
June. All right. So, I guess one of us will be watching that Xbox at least. Trying to get
Or
that
all of
information
us.
for you guys. Yeah, or all of us. And depending on what they come out with, we'll decide then whether or not we're going to do another little episode just for that show or if we're going to add it on to our next episode in a couple weeks here.
We'll
Thank
see.
you guys for listening, though. Remember, go download at iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, radio.com, Spotify. Listen, go add our Facebook. You can give a listen through the link we put up on Libsyn. And if you guys want to get a hold of us, any comments, questions for us, you can get a hold of us through the Facebook. That's the best way right now.
Faux show.
Also, watch us on YouTube.
Oh yeah, this video or this episode also has a video with it going up on YouTube. We'll try and get that up tonight, as well as with Spotify and all the other platforms. But you can go just search 6th Street Entertainment on you. What are you making?
Yeah, what the heck? It's like playing with a toy or something.
I'm ready.
I don't even know what that is. That looks like some dominatrix. Like,
Are you ready?
I don't know. No, I'm not ready.
That's our last episode there.
Yeah, this is our last episode before we get booted off of YouTube.
Magic.
We're gonna have to end there before it starts getting crazier. All right, guys, thank you for listening. That was another
Yeah,
episode
thank
6
you,
Street
guys.
Entertainment Podcast.
Please
And,
download.
we'll see you in a week or two, depending on what happens with this show.
Yep.